Marty has been wanting to make it for 30 years, and I think I'm really grateful it took him that long, even though it must have been very painful for him, because it means that I was the person that ultimately got to go on the journey with him. I had heard that he wanted to make the film, turn this book into a film, and I had got sent the script, and I was asked if I would audition and meet with him, and I hadn't had an audition for a while, which was really great that he wanted to audition for the role. It was heartening and reassuring because it meant that he was going to do his due diligence and make sure that this was the right fit. Yeah, I think a bunch of us, or there was a bunch of us that ended up reading for him, and it was in his office in the city, and we read a bunch of scenes, and he was very lighthearted and fun and jovial about it. We were doing these very intense scenes, and a really great actor was reading off camera, Michael Stuhlbarg, who's just this great actor, and it was about 2 or 3 hours. We read a bunch of scenes and talked and with the casting director, and it was really just a wonderful process. And then he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said, well, I mean, yes. there's no other option. You know, it's a passion project, and it's you don't often get to tell these kinds of stories in cinema. You know, it's hard to get a film made about big themes, about that's so epic and sweeping as this story is, and so intangible in its themes, and so ungraspable. And it's the kind of thing. It's like working with a poem that is constantly unfolding in terms of its meaning, and I relish that opportunity. The locations were epic unto themselves, the nature that the characters find themselves in, and then Dante Ferretti, the production designer, built Macau Harbor in the middle of Taiwan. He built Japanese marketplaces of 1600s. You know, the detail and the research that went into all these things is just unbelievable. And then Rodrigo just shot it so beautifully, Rodrigo Prieto. And yeah, physically it was very demanding. First of all, Adam and myself and Liam, we had to lose a lot of weight to be starving priests in an outlawed Christian Japan. So that was a big physical toll. It's a thriller of a film, and it's dealing with themes that are deeply human, and it's unlike anything I think I've ever seen on a cinema screen. I think it's a landmark film for Scorsese, and I think he's transcended himself with this film. And I have never seen a film like this.